My beloved child, before this message reaches its final moment, something hidden may finally begin to make sense. Stay with me for a moment, because what is about to unfold is not just about love, it is about a connection that kept trying to find its way back, even while unseen forces created distance. Your soulmate has recently started noticing signs that never made sense before. They replay conversations, missed chances, strange timing, and unexpected silence. What once looked like coincidence is beginning to feel like a carefully placed wall between two hearts. And now, for the very first time, they are realizing that the distance was never truly about you. As this unfolds, clarity will come. Every unanswered question is slowly forming one complete picture, and the truth waiting behind it is far bigger than anyone expected. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a powerful shift happening inside your soulmate right now. Instead of blaming fate, they are questioning everything they once believed. Memories that seemed ordinary now carry a completely different meaning. Every missed opportunity, every delayed message, every unexpected interruption suddenly feels connected. It is as if invisible pieces are finally locking together. They are no longer willing to accept confusion as the final answer. Deep within their heart, they feel someone or something kept this connection from growing naturally. That realization has awakened a determination they never felt before. This may resonate as we continue, because the moment they discovered this possibility, their entire perspective changed forever. What makes this revelation even more powerful is not simply that your soulmate found the obstacle, it is the emotion that came with the discovery. They are not reacting out of anger alone. They are responding because they now understand how much precious time was lost. Every delayed moment feels valuable. Every missed memory feels important. Yet instead of giving up, this realization has made their feelings stronger than ever. They have stopped looking backward with regret and started looking forward with purpose. The connection that once seemed impossible now feels closer than it has in a very long time. Invisible doors that stayed closed for so long are beginning to unlock one after another. The energy surrounding this connection is changing in ways that cannot be ignored. Quiet moments are becoming meaningful. Unexpected reminders are appearing more often. Even the smallest signs seem to carry a message that something is moving behind the scenes. Your soulmate feels guided to trust what their heart has been whispering all along. They are beginning to understand that real connections cannot stay hidden forever. Every passing day strengthens their belief that the truth always finds its perfect moment to appear. Stay with me for a moment, because the next revelation may explain why everything had to happen exactly when it did. And here is the most surprising part. The moment your soulmate recognized what had been standing between both of you, they also realized that obstacle no longer holds the same power. What once created confusion is beginning to lose its influence. A new chapter is quietly approaching, one built on understanding instead of uncertainty. The answers you have searched for are drawing closer with every step forward, and the connection itself is becoming impossible to ignore. As this unfolds, clarity will come, because sometimes the greatest breakthrough arrives only after the longest silence. Something huge is waiting for you, and what comes next may change the entire story in a way neither of you expected. A quiet change has already begun, even if no one around you can see it yet. Your soulmate is no longer focused on the confusion that once surrounded this connection. Instead, they are noticing how every unexpected event has pointed them back toward the same destination, you. Stay with me for a moment, because the next realization is even more surprising. The more they reflect on everything that happened, the more they recognize that every delay carried a hidden lesson. What once looked like an ending now feels like the beginning of something that has been preparing itself all along. As this unfolds, clarity will come, and each missing piece will begin to settle exactly where it belongs. There is one thought that refuses to leave their heart. They keep asking themselves why your presence continues to feel so familiar, even after so much distance. Every time they try to move forward without thinking about this connection, something gently brings their attention back. A memory appears without warning. A familiar feeling returns at the quietest moment. A small reminder shows up when they least expect it. These moments are becoming impossible to ignore. Instead of resisting them, they have started listening. And with every passing day, their confidence grows stronger that this connection was never meant to disappear. It was simply waiting for the right moment to be understood. Now something remarkable is taking place. The uncertainty that once controlled the story is slowly fading away. Your soulmate has decided they no longer want unanswered questions to define their future. They are choosing honesty over confusion, hope over doubt, and faith over hesitation. This may resonate as we continue, because the path ahead is becoming clearer than ever before. They can sense that every challenge only made this bond stronger, not weaker. The truth they searched for has not arrived all at once. It has revealed itself one quiet step at a time, making every new realization more meaningful than the last. If this message is speaking to your heart, remember to share this video with someone who may need these words today. And if you're enjoying this journey, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss what comes next. There is still more waiting to be revealed, and each step brings another layer of understanding. Stay with me for a moment, because the next chapter carries a discovery that may connect everything you've heard so far into one unforgettable picture. The most inspiring part is that your soulmate no longer feels trapped by what happened before. They have begun looking ahead with renewed confidence, believing that meaningful connections always find their way through every challenge. The silence that once felt endless is giving way to a sense of direction they have never experienced before. As this unfolds, clarity will come. What once seemed impossible is becoming easier to believe with every passing day. Something huge is waiting for you, and the story is only becoming more powerful from here. There is a moment approaching that neither you nor your soulmate could have predicted. It is not loud, and it does not arrive with warning, yet it has the power to change the entire direction of this connection. Stay with me for a moment, because this is where everything begins to fit together. Your soulmate is starting to notice that every answer they searched for has been leading toward one simple truth. The distance was never stronger than the bond itself. Every challenge only revealed how deeply this connection was rooted. As this unfolds, clarity will come, and the pieces that once felt scattered will begin forming one complete picture. Something inside your soulmate has become impossible to ignore. Their heart feels lighter every time they stop fighting what they truly feel. Instead of questioning whether this connection matters, they have started asking how they can protect it moving forward. The uncertainty that once filled their thoughts is being replaced with quiet confidence. Small moments now carry unexpected meaning. Familiar places remind them of unfinished conversations. Ordinary days suddenly feel different because they sense that an important chapter is getting closer. This may resonate as we continue, because the biggest transformations often begin in complete silence before anyone else can recognize them. What surprises them most is not what they discovered about the past, but how clearly they can now see the future. They understand that meaningful connections cannot remain hidden forever. Every delay strengthened patience. Every unanswered question created wisdom. Every unexpected turn prepared both hearts for a moment that could only happen when the timing was right. Instead of looking back with disappointment, they now look ahead with hope. They believe that every experience has shaped them into the person they needed to become before this connection could move forward in its fullest form. A powerful sense of peace is replacing the confusion that once surrounded this journey. Your soulmate feels that something meaningful is drawing closer, even if they cannot explain every detail yet. They trust the quiet signs appearing around them because each one seems to confirm what their heart has been telling them all along. Stay with me for a moment, because the next revelation may become the one that changes everything. The answers are no longer far away, they are beginning to reveal themselves one by one, creating a path that feels more certain with every passing day. And here is the realization that changes everything. Your soulmate now understands that real connections are never measured by the time spent apart, but by the way they continue calling two hearts back toward each other. That understanding has given them a new sense of purpose and determination. As this unfolds, clarity will come. The story that once seemed filled with unanswered questions is becoming a story of renewed hope, quiet strength, and unexpected possibilities. Something huge is waiting for you, and the next chapter will reveal why this connection was always meant to find its way forward. Just when it seemed the story had revealed everything, one final truth began to rise to the surface. Stay with me for a moment, because this may be the turning point your heart has been waiting for. Your soulmate is no longer searching for proof that this connection is real, they feel it with complete certainty. Every unanswered question that once filled their mind has slowly been replaced with a quiet confidence. They understand now that what is truly meant to grow cannot remain hidden forever. As this unfolds, clarity will come, and what once felt uncertain is becoming impossible to overlook. The most surprising realization is that this journey was never only about finding each other. It was about becoming the version of yourselves that could truly appreciate the connection when the moment finally arrived. Your soulmate can now see how every delay shaped patience, every challenge strengthened belief, and every unexpected twist carried a purpose that was invisible at the time. Looking back, they no longer see a path filled with obstacles. They see a path filled with preparation. Something huge is waiting for you, and they can feel that the next step is much closer than either of you imagined. If this message has stayed with you until now, share it with someone who may need these words today. And if you've enjoyed following this journey, subscribe so you don't miss the next message as the story continues to unfold. This may resonate as we continue, because every chapter reveals another piece that helps the bigger picture become clearer. Sometimes the greatest discoveries happen one quiet moment at a time, and those who remain until the end are the ones who witness the complete story. Now the energy surrounding this connection feels different. There is less uncertainty and more peace. Less waiting and more trust. Your soulmate is moving forward with an open heart, no longer allowing past confusion to define what comes next. They believe that meaningful connections always find their way when both hearts are ready to recognize their value. Every step they take now feels guided by hope instead of hesitation, and that quiet confidence is creating the space for something extraordinary to unfold. As this chapter comes to its close, remember one thing above everything else. Some stories are not delayed because they are meant to end, they are delayed because they are meant to arrive with greater meaning. Your soulmate has discovered that the barriers they once believed were permanent have already begun to fade, leaving behind a path filled with understanding, gratitude, and renewed purpose. As this unfolds, clarity will come. The story does not end here, it simply opens the door to a new beginning where hope speaks louder than doubt, and where the connection that once seemed distant now feels closer than ever before. The story does not truly end with a discovery, it continues with a decision. Stay with me for a moment, because this final chapter carries the message that brings everything together. Your soulmate has reached a place where fear no longer has the final word. Instead of wondering what could have been, they are beginning to focus on what can still become. Every experience, every delay, and every unexpected turn has quietly prepared both hearts for a new season. As this unfolds, clarity will come, and you may realize that the path ahead has been opening much longer than you imagined. There is a calm strength growing within your soulmate that cannot be shaken by uncertainty anymore. They have learned that genuine connections are not defined by perfect timing but by the willingness to keep believing when the road becomes difficult to understand. The questions that once filled their thoughts are giving way to confidence. They no longer feel that the past controls the future. Instead, they see every challenge as a reminder that meaningful bonds become stronger through patience, understanding, and hope. This may resonate as we continue, because the greatest moments often arrive quietly before they change everything. Now imagine the moment when both hearts finally recognize how far they have come. It is not about dramatic words or extraordinary events. It is about the peace that comes from knowing the truth has finally found its place. The lessons have been learned. The waiting has shaped wisdom. The uncertainty has given way to purpose. And through it all, the connection remained alive beneath the surface, growing stronger with every passing season. Something huge is waiting for you, not because it appeared overnight, but because every step of the journey prepared the way for it. As this message reaches its final moments, remember that hope has a remarkable way of returning exactly when it is needed most. Your soulmate is stepping into the future with a heart that is more open, more confident, and more grateful than ever before. They believe that every meaningful connection deserves honesty, patience, and the courage to move forward without letting yesterday define tomorrow. As this unfolds, clarity will come, and each new day offers another opportunity for understanding to replace uncertainty. And here is the final thought to carry with you. Some connections are unforgettable because they remind us that true value is revealed over time, not in a single moment. Your story has never been about rushing toward an ending. It has been about growing into a beginning that feels genuine, lasting, and filled with purpose. Keep your heart open to the lessons, cherish the moments of quiet clarity, and remember that every chapter has led to this one for a reason. Something huge is waiting for you, and sometimes the most meaningful journeys are the ones that leave you with hope long after the final words have been spoken. My beloved child, if you are still here, then perhaps this final message has found you at exactly the right time. Stay with me for a moment, because the last piece of this story is not about looking back, it is about recognizing what has already begun to change. Your soulmate has reached a place where they no longer allow confusion to guide their heart. They have realized that every unanswered question pushed them toward a deeper understanding of what truly matters. As this unfolds, clarity will come. What once felt impossible now feels like a path waiting to be walked with confidence, patience, and renewed hope. There is a quiet certainty surrounding this connection now. Your soulmate has stopped searching for signs everywhere because they have discovered something even more valuable, a sense of inner peace. They understand that the strongest connections are built on trust, understanding, and the willingness to keep moving forward even when every answer has not yet appeared. This may resonate as we continue, because sometimes the greatest revelation is not finding something new, but finally seeing what has been there all along. Something huge is waiting for you, and every passing day brings that realization a little closer. The remarkable part is that nothing feels forced anymore. Every step ahead seems more natural than the last. Your soulmate believes that whatever is truly meant to remain will always find its rightful place. The doubts that once filled their heart have been replaced by quiet determination. They are ready to welcome new opportunities, meaningful conversations, and moments that carry genuine purpose. Looking back no longer brings regret. Instead, it brings gratitude for every lesson that shaped the journey into something far more meaningful than either of you could have imagined. If this journey has inspired you from beginning to end, share this video with someone who might need these words today. And if you want to continue discovering messages like this, subscribe so you never miss the next chapter. Stay with me for a moment, because every story has the power to inspire another, and sometimes one message arrives at exactly the right moment to brighten someone's day. As this unfolds, clarity will come, and every new chapter will reveal another reason to believe that meaningful connections always have a way of finding their path. And with that, this story reaches its closing words, but not its ending. The connection that seemed surrounded by uncertainty now stands on a foundation of understanding, patience, and hope. Your soulmate has discovered that what is truly valuable can never be measured by the time it takes to arrive, only by the meaning it carries when it finally does. Something huge is waiting for you, and as each new day unfolds, may it remind you that every meaningful journey begins with belief and continues with the courage to keep moving forward.